hours. Counting gains, no shame in it to win it. Roll the dice, double down, life's a limit. Kings on this court, ruling the game from the top of the world. Calling my name, no hesitation, just celebration, it's sight. Raise the stakes, we're living for a hype. Yeah, hit the summit, best high, watch and grow. This the life it chose. Let the stakes flow.
Yo, I gotta let it run again one time. Started in the middle, one time. Hey, it is 9 o'clock. Or just after 9:09, technically. You know where your kids are? The line
I know where I am.
Is hot. I am your co-host, back again from a week absence. It's your boy SV the Don. I am here with my PIC, my partner in crime, co-host, Boston Mike, also known as Providence Mike, to those who really know him. What's up, my guy? How you been after the long hiatus?
You almost stole my thunder, man. I was in the Prov. I had to go back to the motherland, see some peeps. I had a wedding to go to. Shout out to my cousin Rebecca and her new husband, Ian Fife, the Fife for life. Great time. Got to see everybody. And I will say to you, SV the Don, that I did bring something back from Rhode Island.
Okay.
I won't say it yet. Okay, I have something for you from Rhode Island. How are you doing?
Well, I'm great, man. I'm great. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. Let's see. So yeah, we were off last week, so missed everybody, missed all the fans, the viewers, the listeners. I just felt like something was missing in my life last week, just not doing a show on Friday. And it's for good reason, actually. We did I had a bunch of traveling. I was up in Buffalo with Boston Mike, hung out for about a week or so. And then from Buffalo,
we hit that Bills game, right? Bills, Patriots.
Yeah, you want to talk about that?
No.
Okay. Well, actually, there's a reason why I want to, just for a quick second. You see, I'm in the Bills locker room. But first, before I do that, you're going to see a theme with me on this episode. You see how I'm dressed right now. I got to give a special shout out. No, this is a golf shirt. This is the Adidas golf shirt. Okay. So I want to give a quick shout out to my guy, ATL Phil, for giving me my first driver. I can't really see it because of the green screen. But this is an El Diablo, and in Puerto Rico, in the town of Ponce, they know me as El Diablo Blanco. There's a story behind that for Mr. Pat Kelly, PK's wedding, but we won't go into that. But so I wanted to shout out Boston Mike's a little bit of a golfer, been trying to get me into golf for years now, and ATL Phil ended up being the facilitator we didn't know we needed. So shout out to ATL Phil.
Is he left-handed? How do you get left-handed clubs?
We're gonna have to ask him when he pops on in a second, but he had it. He had it somehow.
Is it just one?
Yeah.
Is it a set? Oh, just one club.
It's just one club. It's just one club.
Okay.
So anyway, yes, I got how many clubs do I need? 18?
13 or 14.
13 or 14. I feel like that's the most important piece, though. Now I can go to the driving range and bomb out some balls.
Your putter is the most important. You use that the most.
Okay, that's fair. But anyway. So I have a theme that I'm gonna try to do just because I like my accessories. So you'll see me do a couple of wardrobe changes tonight as we kind of work through different topics. So this is my golf outfit. So let me change that, and we'll get into some more different stuff that we're going to talk about.
All right.
First change.
Oh, Blue Jays. Okay.
We're gonna go with some Jays. Phil's facing an uphill battle, I believe, right now in the ALCS. Last time I checked, and I would love to have. We want to have a lot of listener, follower, fan interaction on the show. So if anybody can give us a live score update in the comments, please do. I saw Seattle was up early. It's more of a contested series than the Dodgers series has proven to be. That might be a straight sweep in 4 games. But you never like to see that. I'd like to see a long series no matter what. But anyway, so back to where I kind of started going on a tangent and rambling. So Boston Mike and I, we link up in Buffalo. Always amazing. Spend time with him, my guy. We go to the Bills game. Obviously not the outcome that that I was hoping for. I know you were pretty damn happy. as you start to scream in the bar in Buffalo after the game, looking to put targets on all of our backs. I don't know why, because you like to get tough. Our guest later that we might have on that allegedly might be coming on. He might know something about that. But anyway, you weren't too bad. You were very mild. So we leave Buffalo. I then drive directly from Buffalo to Richmond. My brother Chris Maz and I, our sister show, Step Brother Sports, we do a live pod with Ty Dunn from The Athletic and also Mookie Hawkins live, our guy, Mookie, Coach Mookie. We do it at Rich Brow Brewing in downtown Richmond. Stay overnight, get up in the morning, and immediately drive back to Atlanta. And now we go to the Bills Atlanta game with Mookie. Mookie was with me. We rolled with me. And ATL Phil got to do some chauffeuring. Did a great job in the Range Rover. You know how we get down. We're not rolling around in no bummy status. Shout out to ATL Phil for that one. But yeah, man, it's just been a crazy couple of weeks, and I'm actually happy and thankful to just be back with my guy Boston Mike to do a regular Friday show and to have a couple of weeks to kind of just get back into the normal swing of things, not only with sports and the show, but like just going to the gym and having like a normal week. So so we're back.
Well, here's what I can tell you. Buffalo missed you.
Thank you.
It was a very good, as I said, it's been a good couple of weeks for Boston Mike. Boston Mike got back to get to New England. But in that period, the Patriots have won a couple big games in my life. And let's just cut the bullshit. Let me ask you this.
Oh, okay.
And you're a big Bills fan. I'm a Bills second fan. No worries. But obviously my loyalty lies where it lies.
Yeah.
Do you think, and I had this conversation with somebody, as a Bills fan, is this your worst nightmare? Let me just set the scene for you.
Yeah,
right?
go ahead.
Baltimore, dead. KC looking weak. Boom. 4-0, like boom. And then all of a sudden, little trip up at the Pats. I get it. But then Atlanta, like that game, I was so disappointed. I was rooting for the Bills, even though I had Bijan Robinson on my team. But do you just feel that, like, oh shit, like we gave the Patriots 3 or 4 years and we didn't win anything? Like it's scary to you? Like just answer honest. Tell me.
Yeah. No, I always keep it a buck. You know that. I'm not one of these like Homer fans too. I try to keep it like reasonable. I'm not like super emotional about it. No, like it pisses me off. It has nothing to do with like the Patriots at all. I was outspoken about really liking Drake May. I thought that they would finish second in the division. Quick shout out from Yoder. Boston Mike is back, better than ever, baby. Hell yeah, I love that.
Oh, love it. There you go.
But yeah, my thing is this, man. My thing is honestly this year, I would say, and let me know if you agree. League-wide, not only just AFC, league-wide, both conferences, this seems to have the most parity of any season that I can remember. Grant, I know we're week 7, so we're only like, quarter mark, third in to the season. But like you said, at least if we're talking AFC, the Ravens are basically dead. The Bengals are basically dead, due to injuries and whatnot. Kansas City, I've been saying this for a few weeks. They're coming. They're going to be there. They're coming. They're getting back Rashee Rice, who I stashed. Talk a little fantasy football later. Stashed him, drafted him, been on IR or suspension, whatever you want to. Well, he's down there in the bottom of your team. And there's like kind of these middling teams. Like the Colts have been definitely the surprise of the league. I think. If you play good D and run the ball effectively, you can win a lot of games. And I guess my point is you got like the Chargers are okay. Denver's got a great D, but it's not. I think we agree that Bo Nix might have taken a step back. And so here's my point. Eagles have lost 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
So the thing that burns me is there's never been like an easier season with no like super strong teams to kind of like get through. And the Bills have a super easy schedule based on what, how the season started and last year's schedule. They have an easy schedule. And I feel like they have so many flaws both on offense, especially defense. I mean, somebody just gave a take, I think it was yesterday, I don't know if it was Orlowski or one of the national guys, that out of every team in the league and any specific positional group need, the Bills' need for safety help is the number one need in the entire league, which I fully agree with. And it's like all they had to do was just play their B game, and they would probably be a 13-win team and walk easily back into the number one seed. And now I predicted that they might lose to the Falcons because they played terrible all season, and they played cupcakes and struggled with them. I'm not surprised they lost to the Patriots, and I'm not surprised they lost to the Falcons. And quite frankly, what worries me, and this will be an all-time like alarm mode, they have a bye week. Get right, get healthy. They're getting players that are coming back after the bye that they haven't had all season. They had 2 guys on defense that were suspended for 6 games. Bye at a good time, right? If they come out and don't put like a solid to dominant effort up against the Panthers, all hell is going to break loose for the Bills. It's going to be – it's going to get very loud. And the problem is, and I talked a lot about this with Mookie, it's not McDermott right now. They're coordinators on both sides of the ball. Joe Brady and Bobby Babbage on defense are getting out coached by every team they play. That is what alarms me.
Well, I told you when we watch every single game, for some reason, the Bills, when they can script that first drive, they come out, they impress, they look good. It is what it is. For some reason, those second, third, fourth drives, either they make it too cute, 3rd and 2. They have this really great, rocket sweep, jet sweep, but it's timing, right? And then they're off a little bit and it doesn't hit. Or, like last week playing the Falcons. Tell me they've been blitzed on every major passing down. It's 4th down. You sneak your running back out. He's open. Don't get me wrong. Maybe he should have been in blocking, but then Josh is running for his life and throws some over the shoulder.
Josh, for that play, he had time to throw that ball. He could have threw that ball normal. He chose to flip it. I don't know why. He didn't need to do that. Mookie asked him about that. And that's the thing.
Oh, this guy, Bo Nix versus Drake May. Drake May will feed family.
Here we go. Yako says, you guys got any dark horse teams this year? Yeah, I'll give you a couple. The Colts. Until the Colts don't play well, they got to take them seriously. They're beating everybody on their schedule. And
nobody had the Colts winning that division, let alone making it to the playoffs, let alone being 4-1 or 5-1. I mean, Jonathan Taylor's my guy. I can't believe I missed him in fantasy by like 1. Oh, he fell. He almost fell in my lap.
Right.
And I lost it. So, I mean, listen, the Eagles are looking pretty bad. I mean, is Baker a dark horse, right? I mean, those guys play good, but now they're injured, right? I mean, like, who is the team? And that's why I say, like, is this the league's worst nightmare that Brady's gone? Belichick is gone.
Right.
Gerard
There's
Mayo
no power team right now until the Chiefs.
And now all of a sudden, listen, and I'll tell you right now, what really makes me happy, and I'll get off my soapbox in a second. The fact that we're scoring points, right? Oh, you want to take a touchdown away? Oh, penalty? Oh, out of bounds? Boom. Oh, we'll just score again, right? So we're not losing games 20-16. We're winning games 34-20, right? So I think the offense is doing good. The defense is playing good. We're playing as a unit. And I think what's going to happen is that our schedule is going to allow us to get – and obviously we have to play the games, right? I mean, on paper is paper, right? But if we play the way we play, do we win that division? And then what does that do for the Bills, right? Do they go to Kansas City, right, in the playoffs? Like, this is just, for me, like the worst case scenario. Like, you need that. This was your year to get number 1 home field Super Bowl. What do you think?
Yeah, man. Like, this was supposed to be like an easy year. And it's never an easy year, let's be honest. But everything, I still maintain, everything was lined up for the Bills this year. Like Josh's prime, James Cook, controversy, and ends up not being a big deal, and they sign him, right before the season, and everything's great. And it's just like nobody could have predicted that their defense would be this terrible, and that their lack of common sense on play calling would be this bad. And like they're doing it every game. Like they're not like just playing good games and bad games. I get that they won games at the beginning of the season. They struggled with the Saints. They struggled with the Dolphins. So when they played a competent playoff level team in the Patriots, they got beat. And I wasn't surprised to see it. And then they did the same thing. Falcons going into that game are actually a pretty elite team on defense. They blitzed the hell out of Josh. They didn't throw one screen pass to alleviate the blitzing. That's how, it's common X's and O's of football. Your offensive coordinator should know that. If they're blitzing you to, at a crazy level, you have to throw some screens. You got to change things up to make them change their strategy. But they just kept doing the same thing, and they never adjusted. And, their defense tightened up when the game was essentially almost out of hand. And then the defense got some stops, and then the offense sputtered. So it's like they, for whatever reason, I'll say this again just to kind of finish my thought. I believe the Bills' A game is the most potent A game that exists in the league, right up there with the Eagles. But they have not come close this year to putting that on display.
Yeah. Well, listen, man, how do you beat pressure, right? Screens, draws, sweeps to the outside, maybe, right? I mean, how many runs? Dude, it's 3rd and 9, and you give up an 81-yard touchdown to Bijan Robinson down the sideline. Yeah. And what is that guy doing? Is he trying to, jump in his pocket to tackle him? Like, he's on the sideline, bump him out of bounds. Like, that play to me just symbolized the whole game. Just like the Patriots game, like all they had to do, they came back, they tied the game. Like it was supposed to be what it was supposed to be. Like the script was there, you just had to stop us and then get the ball back and come and score. And just the Patriots just did a real good job of soaking that game away, man. Like, I feel bad, dude, because I live here and I want to see something positive for this area, man. I really do. And this area, listen to me, Buffalo, you are so much happier when they win, but you have to be happier that they're good. I just find so many people out there just like us, they're miserable. Like, oh, we lost 2 games. Like it's game 5 or 6, dude. Like it's not the end of the world, but it just seems like that woe is me, is kind of creeping in again, and that's not good for a fan base to have.
No, you're right. I know we don't plan on talking Bills a lot. There's a couple really good comments I want to just get to really quick. So real quick, and then we'll kind of move on. Who do you want to see? The Bills at the deadline. The Bills need to make, I believe, multiple moves. I think they need to bring in, trade for a corner, a legitimate starting corner. Yes, we're getting Hairston back. He could actually open his window after the bye week. He'll probably play. Trey White has looked slow and old. We love him. He's a fan favorite, but he shouldn't be covering other teams' number 2 receiver at this point. He should be like a depth corner.
Come on. What are the other 2 positions?
I'm saying corner in no particular order. A starting caliber corner, a starting caliber safety.
Yes.
And a receiver.
What's my
and a receiver.
There you go.
Those are my 3 positions. That's what you need. Real quick, Mike, I'll let you take this one. You know how I feel about him.
Oh, Baker. Oh, man. Well, Baker's got some hurt people right now. I mean,
remember what I said? Baker will lead the league in passing. I predict that before the season started.
I am going. Boston Mike and his crew from Rhode Island are going to the Tampa New England game, November 10th or whatever. Anybody here that is going down, we're going to tailgate it out. Come see me, send me a message, DM me, whatever, send it in the chat. We are going to infiltrate Tampa. I mean, who thought that Tampa and New England was going to be the power game when they set that schedule for week 10 or whatever it was? So I don't know if I can disagree with Baker. I mean, he might have been the MVP at the end of last year.
I'll tell you what, like what he's doing is ultra impressive. Like the fact that their entire receiving core is hurt. Bucky Irving is hurt.
I'm gonna give Chiz some applause there.
Yeah, no, I like Baker. I predicted that he lead the league in passing, and he just could. Every guy, like their whole receiving core is out, and they just keep plugging in guys, and he just keeps making plays. Like it's ridiculous. Here's another quick one from Kim. What do we think about the Ravens when Lamar? Like I think they're going to be buried. Like Maybe they can rectify things. Their defense is just as bad as the Bills. Can they get into a wild card and then make a run? Absolutely, but they got to get there. They might be too far buried at that point. What do you think?
I mean, I think the AFC is going to give them a chance to come back, even though who knew the Steelers were going to be so good in their division. So now they're not going to win the Central, right? So now they got to get in as a wild card. You know, like who's going to come from the West, right? Is Denver going to make a run? Are the Chargers going to be there? Is it the Chiefs? I mean, we got a wild card team. It looks like coming from the East. We got a wild card team coming from the West. I mean, the Baltimore Ravens might not make the playoffs. I mean, I could see them not making the playoffs.
What are they? Are they 1-4, 1-5?
2 and I think 2 and
2 wins.
No, they might even be 1. I mean, that's how bad it is. Yeah, I've written them off.
It's injuries.
I don't even watch them.
Their defense is very bad, but also like they're decimated with injuries, and they don't. I told you we talked about it last episode 2 weeks ago. They're the most efficient rushing team in the league, and they run the least on first and second down. That makes a lot of sense, Harbaugh. What are you doing? Like, besides getting hurt, that's a recipe for being terrible. So
well, listen, and I think that's part of the Bills' problem. I think that's also part of the Eagles' problem, is that these teams know them so well, and they're just being very, very predictable. So it's tough, man. It's like poker, right? You play strength when you're weak, you play weak when you're strong, and then you mix it up, right? You don't always do the same thing. I feel like they sit at the poker table, and the Bills are only playing premium hands. You know what I mean? Like, so when they're in the hands, you fold. Right. And that's what's happening, dude. They know they're going to run. They know that they're going to pass. I mean, look at the Falcons. The Falcons blitz. How many runs did they miscalculate in blitz? I mean, just every single pass, they were in his face. I mean, I like the offensive line, but I mean, is that the best offensive line in football?
Who? Bills or Falcons?
Bills. Listen, when I was at the Patriots game. So hold on. So before the Patriots game, everybody in that parking lot said that the Bills had the best offensive line. That's all I heard, right? I get it. Ravens 1-5. So they only won 1. Yep. So I don't know. MVP. I think if we win the AFC East, you gotta look at Drake May. You have to. Second year, you have to.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, man. No, I like the Patriots. Like I said, the division is definitely, until the Bills either make some trades and fix their roster in those weak areas and or fire a coordinator or something. The Patriots have the window is wide open for them right now this year.
You know what, dude? They went through so much turmoil last year, and you know what's funny though? I wholeheartedly think, and you tell me this, right? Tell me this. You guys had Diggs, right? And obviously, I like Diggs when he was here. I like Diggs that he's in New England. But I think that the Bills took a stance, right, that they didn't need Diggs personally, so they let him go.
Everybody eats. That was the antagonist, right? The opposite.
But that spilled over into that bullshit of everybody eats, which is great when you're at a Chinese buffet.
Right.
Okay?
It's not great when you don't have a guy open on the field anywhere. That's the problem. I mean,
did
good secondary like the Falcons.
Did they do it to spite themselves?
I'm just saying.
Oh, hold on. Here we go. Beer
it
belly.
Hasn't been a problem. Go ahead.
How would you feel about the Pats if they get smacked by Tampa? I would feel pretty good about the Pats if Tampa beats us and they're healthy. If we go and lay an egg down in Tampa, I will be very sad, and I will not jump off a cliff, because obviously, listen, man, we didn't have any expectations, man. Like I'm playing, like my life right now is great. I mean, I'm playing all the house money. So
I'll tell you what,
I wouldn't be that mad if we lose. No.
Baker playing John Robert, Baker playing like an MVP, absolutely. I'll tell you this. I want to wait to get – I have a nuke that I could drop, but I'm going to wait until we get everybody else in. I have some inside information about the team. But I'll tell you this. It relates to this following statement.
Okay.
The Bills, if you think about it, the everybody eats mentality, it's great. When you play arguably two of the top 5 secondaries in football, and Patriots and Falcons back-to-back, nobody's open. You don't have any receivers that can get open. Josh Palmer did, and then he got hurt immediately. He's your route running. He's your guy that can win routes. They don't have anybody else that can really win. So both those teams, obviously Patriots probably had the best corners, and Falcons are right up there. And then with the pressure too, good luck. You're screwed. You don't have a guy that can win. It's a big problem.
Well, I mean, think about this. If the Bills had the Patriots defense, where would they be? Hold on. What did that one say?
It's foolish.
If the Bills win every game during the playoffs and then win the Super Bowl, could they have a okay, I'm sorry. It was a long one. It felt like someone put some effort into it.
No, John Robert had a good comment, and then let's move on.
Oh, they're not using James Cook enough. Dude, how many times do we talk about Cook eating? Let him cook. How many times did he rush?
He's your best player. He's your best player in offense besides Josh.
Come on, man.
Feed the guy. Crazy. He's the only consistent thing that we have. I will say this. What I have some information to leak later
let's save it for our pick segment. All right.
No, it's about the Bills. More so, it's about the everybody eats thing. A disgruntled player on the Bills, I heard directly from their agent a couple days ago.
Does this have anything to do with a famously deleted tweet?
Might. I don't know if I should talk about it. Might get in trouble. But
do I have a blue ice prism rookie card getting ready to get graded?
Yeah. We'll talk about it. We'll bring the boys in.
All right, let's bring the boys in. Sean, can you pay some bills for us right now?
I can't pay some bills. Let me know when I'm on here.
Let's go.
Read it. All righty. So, Boston Mike, I know you're always ready to get away, but are you guys ready to plan your dream getaway? At Cruise Planners by our favorite Amy Perrin, located right here in Lancaster. We've been helping travelers in Western New York for over 20 years. Our clients experience unforgettable custom itineraries, all-inclusive escapes, cruises, and so much more. And best of all, you won't pay a dime for our expert services. So make sure to call Amy and her team today at 716-458-0755 or visit cruisetheworldvacations.com. Remember, your adventure starts here. Shout out to Amy.
Actually, listen, I was just handed a note too. We do have some specials that came in here that she wanted me to give some shout outs to. So for all you Royal Caribbean sailors, they're doing
truthers.
Yeah, so they her agency Cruise Planners by Amy Perrin is giving away free specialty dining if you purchase a balcony trip. And they're also doing reduced beverage packages. Hopefully you guys know what that means. I'm just kidding. But anyway, thank you, Amy. We love you. We will go to this is one of my favorite segments.
My favorite too.
And listen, we do have another guest to bring in. Well, not a guest, a co-host that we haven't seen in a little bit. My man, Moneyball.
How's it going?
What up, kid?
What up, kid?
How you been?
Happy Friday, y'all.
Yo, welcome back. How you doing,
Friday,
man?
TGIF.
Hey, I'm living the life, man. Full of school and full of work.
Nice. Well, listen, as you can see, the picks are getting a little tighter here.
A little bit.
I finally won a week. Thank the Lord. Where is my applause? Thank you. I finally won a week by a couple. I scooted a little bit. I came out of my dead last tie with Marcus, and I am nipping at my man Moneyball's heels. Moneyball, can you feel me nipping?
I feel the nip. Yeah, I do.
I feel the nip.
Do you have hard nips? Who has hard nips? Well, I would be remiss if we did not recognize still our Head and Shoulders leader of the year, Mr. S.V. the Don, with 49 wins. So,
well, I can put the team on my back though. Like Darren Sharper.
No, we were, and we did a couple things in the pick segment this week. So we're going to call out some people that I don't know if they're trying to get ahead in this standing. Some of these picks I have to question. So we're going to have some fun talking picks later. But Moneyball, what do you got? Anything about the Bills game? I know you missed it. I know you're down in Georgia. Give us your quick rundown.
Man, that game was super interesting. I think Falcons shocked me a lot from just making some adjustments defense-wise. And I just think the Bills these past 2 weeks have really kind of fallen out from what was winning them games before. Like I think I heard Sean mention just kind of going away from James Cook.
Yeah, man.
Players like that have really made an impact early on. It just doesn't make sense to me. I think with what Bijan was doing, I mean, they could have replicated some of that, at least in their, screen pass game, things like that to get first downs. And I think by the end of the game, the Falcons had just put themselves in a good position to where, you're up by 10, you don't even really need to worry about it. So I think moving forward, hopefully they can get ahead of teams earlier than that. But it is good for me to see a Falcons win. So
isn't it amazing how the Falcons do everything they can to get Bijan Robinson the ball? Like,
right?
Isn't that like
Phil.
what you do? Like,
yeah, and I mean, even Algier had some early work too. So I think they mix them in well enough to where it's still unpredictable sometimes. And I think that's kind of what the Bills lack. Like, I mean, between Johnson and Ray Davis, it's like they were still using them, but the impact isn't the same. So
yeah, I mean, Ray Davis had that touchdown, and then Algier. I mean, they had that guy stopped how many times behind the line to gain, and he just bowled over people, or 3rd and 7, he's getting 10. It's like just a bad day. But hey, man, that's why they play the games. On paper, they should have wiped them.
Right. Yeah, I think the Falcons defense has proven they've made those right picks. I mean, our linebackers were getting it done. Even A.J. Terrell stepped up a good bit. So just surprising, but it's good to see.
Yeah.
Not surprising for ATL Phil. I told him that Bijan was going to go for over 200 all-purpose and 2 touchdowns. He didn't get the 2 touchdowns, but he went way over 2.
Yeah, he was
like 238 or something.
Yeah, you called that.
What'd you think of the game, Phil?
We watched the game together painfully for me.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. If I would have told the Bills fans, you're going to be 4-2 at your bye week, you would have probably been pretty happy. I would think.
No, I don't. Listen.
Not with our schedule. I don't know. No. It gets harder. Well,
no.
Yeah, we should have been at least.
Listen, I live here. I feel it. The whole area is just a little, and everyone's nervous for this bye week to how they come back.
Because this is where you're supposed to fire somebody or trade for somebody or do something because you have the extra week to integrate.
Yeah.
Scott said no.
Olave.
Phil, look at that too. Yeah, I know. Olave. Just Drake and Bijan both had career days. Yeah. Cover him. Double cover him. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Dude, I got to say this. I need to hear Phil's reaction to this. And Mike, and all you guys, actually. Evan. How about the play before half with no time left? And they let Drake London get open on an over route. And he almost scored from 60 out.
Crazy.
What are you doing?
Crazy. Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, how does that happen? And then another thing.
Play.
Yeah. But the Bills defense, they just weren't on that game. And give a lot of credit to the Falcons offense. They came with a game plan and they executed offensively and defensively. They got Bijan the ball. I told you before the game, get Bijan the ball, get Penix those short out routes. Don't have Penix launching the ball 40 yards down the field. Build his confidence. They did that, with the short routes to Drake, and then also Pitts. They got Pitts a little.
They barely used him. It could have been worse.
Yeah.
They barely used him.
Could have been worse. So big shout out to the Falcons. Jeff Ehrlich, DC. He had a game plan, and he had those boys fired up.
You know where he lives, right, Phil?
Yeah, we do know where he lives. He lives right down the street, actually.
Yeah,
but he came with a game plan. He had those guys fired up. First Monday night game in the ATL in 7 years. So the fans came high. Although we were wrapped, I was surrounded by Bills Mafia at the tailgate. So big shout out to the Bills fans for coming down to Atlanta. Just a quiet plane ride back home.
Very quiet on the streets as we waited for our buddy Coach Mook to get off from his post-game media job. And
that reminds me of? Mookie had a comment on Facebook or something where he was like, the Bills Mafia 35,000 strong. I'm the only one that commented. All you needed was 11 defenders.
Right. Here's a take from Beer Belly here. McDermott's coaching decisions and collapses in crucial games and moments is part of the problem. Should have been replaced by now. So I somewhat agree with that, but I think he's not in any danger of losing his job. Can we fire a coordinator? That could absolutely.
Wow, but hold on though. He's a defensive coach, isn't he?
Right. No, yeah, right.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, the coordinator is going to get fired before him again.
Yeah, but the offensive coordinator took over for the last one, and he was the hottest thing in the world, and Josh made him look great. And now you can't fire that guy. I mean, come on, dude. Like, somebody's got to have some accountability. And even I saw McDermott squirming a little bit, saying, "Oh, yeah, our coordinators are making it too hard. It doesn't have to be that hard. You're the coach. Tell them not to be hard."
Kim says, "Do you think the Bills should fire Babich or he should get more time given the circumstances?" I mean, this is an all-time bad defense for the Bills right now.
You can't control injuries, but yet you can't control when the GM doesn't bring guys in crucial spots. So, I mean, maybe the guy's doing all he can do.
True.
I don't know. I mean, players still play. I mean, that's the way I look at it. But.
Yeah, true.
Well, all right. So listen, I did tease that I went to Rhode Island and I did find something, and I brought something back, and it's a present for everybody. So
is it some boss sauce?
So in my travels,
that's some Rochester people.
I was discussing the show with some friends, and kind of came up. We talk about the Bills. We talk about NFL. We do college football. I said, we talk bets. I said we just don't do a real good job with fantasy football.
Yep.
So who was I talking to about this? But none other than, and I will drum roll this, please, because
you want me to do it?
Not only is he one of my best friends forever, I think he's perfect to come on this show. He's very, very even. And I'll tell you, of all my friends, the only person from Rhode Island, Providence, Boston area that says, "Go Bills" to my wife every week is this man here.
Love that.
None and the only. I want to introduce you to our newest member of the podcast. His name is Jay Boss.
The Boss.
Jay Boss, what's up?
What's going on?
How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you guys?
Doing good. Did you have to stomach all that stuff as you were in the wings, or did you agree?
I was enjoying it.
What do you think? I know you watched that Pats game. I know you watched that Atlanta game. What's your take on the Bills right now?
I don't know.
Join the club,
I feel
brother.
like they need some receiver help. I mean, I like Shakir. Going out getting Josh Palmer. I wasn't too crazy about that move. They need some help on offense for sure, and they definitely need to use James Cook a lot more. Absolutely.
I agree.
Yeah, third downs, you have James Cook on the sideline. I know, Sean, you and I talked to Mookie about this. I think he even asked Coach McDermott about this.
His reaction to that was horrible. What did McDermott say? I might have to go back and look at the tape on that.
He always says that.
Yeah. Like, what are you talking about? How do you have James Cook? Use him as a decoy. If you're not going to give him the ball, at least use him as a decoy, because defenses have to respect that.
Right.
I just didn't get some of the play calling.
Yeah.
Their play calling is very suspect. Things work, and then they go away from it.
And that falls
it worked the first two drives. Why would you go away from it?
That's all on Brady.
Yeah, it is.
It worked the first few weeks. Why do you go away with it?
Their coordinators are not doing a good job right now.
Third quarter. Look at the you and I talked about this when we were watching the game. Third quarter, Bills come out and run the ball right down the field and score.
Yep.
And the defense held the Falcons to 3 points the second half. So
Yep.
the defense kind of did their job in the second half, giving Josh the ball back. And then the play calling and not having James Cook on the field is just mind-boggling to me. I
Right.
don't get it.
Yeah, I mean it is tough to watch though. Like I said, they can script those plays. Like when they
Right.
got
They come out of the
time to
half,
get-
they're fine. First drive of the game, they're fine.
Yeah.
yeah,
They're terrible in-game adjusters.
Yeah.
Horrible. Mike, we've talked
Yeah.
about this.
And they don't
Amongst the
set up
worst.
plays. It's like he's playing Madden, or he's
Yeah.
just calling plays off the
Oh,
shoot,
They don't set up plays. They really don't.
setting anything up at all.
I say
know?
that all the time, Phil. I always
Coach has
tell
been saying that
Sean
for years,
I can
too.
call better Madden plays than this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I was backstage earlier. Seattle hit a grand slam in the 8th inning, 162 tonight.
Oh
Wow.
shit!
So what's the series at? It's a wrap or no?
3-2
3-2?
Seattle.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I won money on that. Let's go Mariners.
Yeah.
Jay's got a
Oh.
shot. Jay's got a shot still.
All right. Well, listen, we're gonna definitely move on because listen, we do want to talk fantasy. I know
Yes.
this
Yes.
show is
We got
this
the
show
boss,
needs
man. We
to
got
be
the boss now.
Boss
it
is here.
needs to be
The boss
fantasy
is here.
football.
Love it.
DFS. We need to talk bets, parlays. Like we just need to get into more. So, Jay Boss, thank you for giving us your time. I know you're
Absolutely.
big into fantasy. I know you're all over waiver wires, stuff like that. I'm going to give you the floor. If you want some, conversation, ask for it. It's your first show. You can take the floor, my friend.
All right. Well, I mean, let's get into some injuries. For week 7. Right off the back, Puka Nacua. He's out for weeks. Puka, he's questionable. He missed practice today. Mike Evans, he might be back this week. David Njoku, he's likely out with his knee. Brock Bowers, he didn't practice today. He's doubtful.
It's Mike's guy.
Hamstring, he's questionable. He's trended towards playing. You got Mob
Oh, we got a
protocol,
little-
so he should be playing this week.
Hey, Mr. J Boss, we had a little bit of a connection there. Why don't you go back to right after Brock Bowers? I did not hear who you said with the hamstring.
Oh, okay. My bad.
No, you're fine.
Yeah. George Kittle with his
Oh.
hamstring. He's questionable. He's
Yeah.
trending towards playing this week.
Nice.
I was saying he's supposed to be playing this weekend as well. Got Bucky Irving with his shoulder. He didn't practice today. He's going to be out for week 7. Yep. Terry McLaurin, quad. He's going to be out week 7. Kyler Murray, foot. He's going to be questionable. And Garrett Wilson's knee. He's doubtful to play this week. So those are a couple little, a lot of injuries this week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
5
well, let me
weeks
ask you
doing
this.
play.
Do you think that the Bills and the Ravens being on bye and all those injuries, I mean, like who would you be starting in place of any of those guys?
Not Aaron Rodgers, by the way, because we already got 38 from him last night. Post Thursday.
Oh,
I mean,
And Flacco went off too.
no, 31. Shit.
Puka Nacua, obviously, if you have better people on your bench, you're going to start them in. You're looking like, for example, Puka Nacua, you're looking at grabbing maybe Bennington. He filled in for Nacua last season, did a pretty good job. Let's go with Mbuka. Mike Evans might be back, but you're still missing Godwin. So I like Tez Johnson. I think I'm a Tez Johnson guy. He might have a good week this week. Njoku, knee. I think Harold Fenton Jr., obviously. He's probably still available on a lot of people's waiver wire.
Yeah.
Brock Bowers, obviously Michael Meyer. That would be a great pickup for him. Unless you have another streaming tight end. Marvin Harrison Jr. Well, he's out of the protocol, so he's gonna play,
right?
Yeah, he's gonna play. But Kyler Murray, he's questionable, so that might hinder his production.
Yeah.
Terry McLaurin out for week 7, like I said. Maybe somebody like a Luke McCaffrey. If you're looking for another wide receiver to fill in. Couple guys.
Well, I mean, listen, injuries are the worst. I mean, think about it, Sean. Even on our team, right? We got a big money team.
Well, our receivers. So we lost Neighbors, who was our second pick overall. Then we had
Neighbors was big.
Yeah, I mean he was so good.
Just in time for Jackson Dot to start, right?
Yeah, and then who else might? Oh, and then we had Quentin Johnson from the Chargers, who was awesome. Then he got banged up. So we're literally
Marvin Harrison.
He was banged up. Like we started 3 receivers. Like, come on. But we did all right. Luckily, we had Rome. Rome has been awesome this year for us.
Rome Odunze.
Yeah. Lucky we've had him.
Yes.
He's been surviving.
All right. So Jay, listen, your connection seems like you got a little bit better, so you're on a roll here. Who are you? All right. So here's a segment I came up with. Are these people supposed to get played, or are you going to fade? Right. So we'll throw out a guy. You're going to tell me, are you going to play him or fade him? All right. I'm going to go with Jaylen Warren last night. You should have played him. Right? What'd he get? 20 points, right? What about Rashee Rice? Are you playing Rashee Rice?
Our podcast was the day after.
Right.
I know.
Oh, the long awaited. Anyone who's got Rashee Rice on their roster has been waiting for this day. So you're absolutely
that's me, brother. I got him. Waiting.
What do we think? Anytime touchdown, Rashee Rice, or what?
I don't know. Maybe receptions, over receptions.
I would definitely play an anytime touchdown on Rashee Rice.
All right. What about let's see, who else did I have on my list here? How about Pacheco? You like Pacheco?
I don't. I think he's definitely a fade this week. He's not really big part of the running game. Yeah, he's a fade this week.
You're fading him?
He's definitely fading him.
That leads me to my question. Kareem Hunt.
Oh, I love some Kareem Hunt.
I got him. I just don't know whether to start him or not.
I don't know. I would say no. Let's see. The Chiefs. Let's see. They are favored by 12.5 over who? Let's see. I had the
a lot of points.
The Chiefs are playing the Raiders at home, 1:00, giving 12.5.
It's a lot of points for a division game.
Yes.
That is a lot of points. I would start Kareem Hunt in that game, though.
I mean, he seems to get a lot of touches in the red zone.
Yeah, he's their power guy of getting through, which should be Pacheco in my opinion, but they still love Kareem Hunt over there. So
yeah, that's why I'm fading Pacheco. He's just not getting the work. He's not really involved in the passing game.
Well, let me ask you this, Jay. You think Kamini Vidal is gonna keep going well?
Yes, I'm rolling with him. Absolutely. Yep. A lot of hype on him last year when he was a rookie. I think, he's finally going to get his chance. Did great last week. I'm definitely rolling with him.
All right. Well, let me ask you this. Against my vaunted Patriots D, what are you doing with Tony Pollard?
I'm fading.
Okay.
Oh.
James Cook. That's probably one of the main reasons I'm fading him out.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Who else did I have on my list
I
here?
gotta say my pickup of the week, although he got gripped, was your boy Booty.
Oh,
He was like the pickup of the week. He had a nice game last week.
Booty, the betting wizard.
Booty.
Yeah, he is.
He did.
Yeah, he is.
And not to be
All right,
biased,
let me ask you this.
I'm pretty high on Keyshawn.
I like
Let
him.
me ask you this, and this was the game that I found the most intriguing, was that New York Giants game, right? How that franchise goes from nothing to something overnight. I mean, are you playing Jackson Dart this week?
I think I'm gonna fade him
Whoa,
against that
okay.
tough Denver defense. I think I'm fading him.
Okay. I mean, they're only getting 7.5 on the road at 405, East Coast going west.
And I like Jackson Dot. Good quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm fading him this week.
It's tough matchup.
I still
He
go
has
back
been
to the
getting rushing
draft
yards
mode,
though.
right?
Touchdowns.
Were they really picking Shadur Sanders over Jackson Dart? I mean, was that real? I mean, come on.
No.
The Giants are going to be that team where it's like any game where they're facing an opponent that's not like a top 10 team, that's when they're going to lose. But anytime they're a big underdog now, it's like that's when they're going to creep back in and kind of
Jackson
surprise.
Dart runs for 2
The
touchdowns.
NFL this year, it
scrambles.
seems like.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's so hard to pick these games.
It
Yeah.
is. They're making it tough this year. There's a lot of teams right in the middle,
Yeah.
all scrapping like crazy. It's wild.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, listen, we normally would pick straight up outright games, but I think this year we added the spread in there just to, pick games and to go against the spread. I find that the spread has just been hard for me this year. I think if we were going outright winners, we'd have a real good handle on it.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
For sure.
the spread, I mean, how do they get those spreads just so, I mean, makes me nervous.
Vegas
There's a
knows.
lot of money at play.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Vegas, baby.
All right. So listen, we played or fade. Now we're gonna do the newest segment of the namesake show. The line is hot. Mr. Labossiere is gonna bring in the wire is hot. So we are going to listen to him ignite the waiver wire. Who should we be picking up, my friend?
These are just some names. Like if your bench is terrible, you want to, start improving your team. These are guys that I think possibly you'll see them on the waiver wire in another week or two. So these are just names I'm throwing out there. Chicago Bears run wide receiver. I like the kid. I think DJ Moore is kind of, not doing as much as we see DJ Moore. Involve him more in their offense. Another name we mentioned earlier, is going to become one of their other receivers that they're going to use.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't hear anything.
I mean, he's going to be a guy you're going to see on the waiver wire. What's that?
I said, I'm sorry, dude. You got to get that other hamster from Rhode Island on your internet. Like, I'm not hearing anything. My friend. All right, here. I'm going to give what I think you were trying to say. I think you were trying to mention Luther Burden the third.
Ooh, the third, yeah.
I think you were going to talk about Woody
Zubo.
Marks on the Texans running back. We also talked about Tez Johnson from Tampa Bay. Obviously, Kayshon Boutte, right? If he's in your league. I talked with Jay Boss today. We kind of went over my waiver wire. He helps me some weeks. And, my league is tough, though. I've got 12 players. We start 3 receivers and a flex. So there's 50 receivers playing every week. Like, my waiver wire is bad.
Yeah, bottom of the middle.
It's
Although
bad.
Booty was available, somebody snagged him up before we could, unfortunately.
Yeah, but the most predicted points on our waiver wire is like 6.
Yeah.
In a PPR, right?
Right.
Not even-
Right.
Hey, well,
Got
guy,
some
I'm
teams
going
fourth.
to with Puka. I have Puka, but I did some research. This guy is only rostered in like 4% of ESPN leagues and starting only 1%. But I like Tutu Atwell this week to get the.
Oh,
He could even do better than Devontae
threat.
because I know everybody's going to be slamming Devontae's over. But Tutu Atwell just 2 weeks ago had a tutty and 88 yards, and then 72 yards the week after that. So
yeah.
even with Puka, he was still producing. I think he's a very valid target in a pass-heavy offense.
Yeah. They throw a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Jay, let me ask you this. If your defense is on bye or you're not doing real well, like I had the Steelers last night, thought it was a lock. Obviously, Joe Flacco came out of the grave to bury me, my -4 defensive points. Like, who should we be looking streaming matchup-wise for defenses?
I like the Panthers versus the Jets. I think
Okay.
that another one. I like the Patriots against the Titans.
I like
That's
the
good.
Bears.
Not sure how good you guys are hearing me now. So.
No. Was that it? Just those two?
A
Yeah, he
lot of
looks
people
like
like to stream their defenses.
All right. Well, listen, the wire is hot. Get on your waiver wire. Listen, fellas, that's where you're going to win your leagues, right? Your draft is your draft. Everyone's getting hurt. Staying ahead of your waiver wire, knowing your waiver wire order, knowing how many picks you got to put in to hopefully get that one receiver. You might have to put a couple waiver claims in to possibly get that. So just watch your waiver wire. I know next week we've got a bunch of buys. Say it again.
Yep. 6 buys next week.
Who's it? What are those teams, Jay?
Arizona, Detroit, Jacksonville, Las Vegas, Los Angeles Rams, and Seattle.
Okay, so there's some good players on there that you're going to need to replace. I mean, think about Detroit. I mean, they got probably 3 or 4 guys you got to look at. ETN, Jacksonville, Lawrence,
Marvin.
Yeah, Marvin Harrison Jr., Smith and Jigba, my boy.
Cooper Kupp, Seattle.
Yeah, wow, yeah, Seattle, right? Yeah, shit. Kenneth Walker. Yeah. Well, listen, we promise that we will do a better job next time. Fantasy football will be a part of the show going forward. I would like to, again, just say thank you to my man, Jay Boss, for coming on. Are you going to stick around with us, Jay?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. Let's see. We do need to start getting a little bit more closer to ATL Phil. I know he is our college football guru. What do you got this week, Phil?
I'm going to stick in the SEC with all 3 games. I got three games and then our game of the week. All 3 games in the SEC this week. Tennessee tomorrow night going down to Alabama. They're getting 8.5 points in this game, which is a lot of points. Tennessee has an offense that's capable of keeping this game, really close. Possibly could even win this game. I think time of possession is going to be huge in this game. Bama does a great job at controlling the clock. So depending on how that all works out, maybe like a 34-28 final with Bama on top. So I would take the Vols probably in the 8.5 points. Second game tomorrow at noon over in Nashville. LSU getting 2.5 points at Vanderbilt. This is going to be a highly competitive matchup tomorrow. I mean, number 10 LSU, they got a great defense. I think they're ranked well nationally in defense. So their offense has sputtered a little bit this year. They haven't really got going But I think they may tomorrow, playing over in Nashville. The weather's supposed to be nice, so noon kickoff. I think LSU will be ready to go. So I like the Bayou Bengals and the 2.5 in that game. Another game that's going to be a highly competitive game. I think 4:15 game tomorrow in the Swamp. Mississippi State getting 9.5 at Florida, which is crazy. Mississippi State's 4-2, Florida 2-4. I think the key factors in this game: Florida's defense limits opponents' scoring actually better than their offense actually creates points. So we'll see if Mississippi State's efforts can keep this game close. Going on the road in the Swamp, that game's going to be loud. But I think you take Mississippi State in the 9.5. I just don't see Florida running away with this game. And then the game of the week, my Dogs going against the Ole Miss Rebels. Ole Miss number 5 in this game, while Georgia's sitting at number 9. Georgia got slapped last year, 28-10 over in Oxford. So I mean, you got Kirby's defense, which is pretty disciplined at times, versus this high-powered offense that Lane Kiffin's going to be putting on the field. It's going to be a big game. But Ole Miss is getting 7 points
Whew,
in this game.
a lot of points.
I love
a
it.
lot of points, man. So I mean, I hope and pray, but I mean, we talk about this a lot. Georgia's like Buffalo. It's like they play up and down. I just don't know which team's going to show up tomorrow. I mean, I like Georgia winning the game, maybe by a field goal. I don't bet on Georgia because I don't bet on the Falcons. I don't bet on the Braves. If I was a bet man, I would take the 7 and Ole Miss. I mean, that's a lot of points.
I
hope we win by a field goal.
I hope we win, but what do you think? You think there's a decent chance that Ole Miss wins outright?
I think there's a great chance.
Yeah.
Especially
That shows you we're not homers, man. We're not. Look at, we got the hats on.
Yeah.
We bet with your heads, not with our hearts.
After last week at Auburn, the way that game played out, I mean, we could have lost that game very easily last week. And I mean, I know there was a lot of controversy with the Auburn fans and was Kirby calling a timeout, running down the sideline, and in the press conference he said he would, all that. Won't even get into it, but that was a very physical game last week, and Ole Miss is going to be more physical than Auburn was.
Yeah.
So we'll see how if the guys are rested, if they got the time they needed, because Ole Miss is going to come in and Lane Kiffin wants to beat Kirby every time he plays him. I'm a big Lane Kiffin fan. I like Lane Kiffin.
Yeah. He's a great coach.
Minded guy, and I love Kirby. So to see this defensive coordinator go against this offensive coordinator, they were together at Bama. They know each other very, very well. So I know what each other's game plan is, which one of them is going to up the other one a little bit. And you saw last year in Oxford, Lane Kiffin won. So does Kirby get him back this year in Athens? Fingers crossed he does, but 7 points, a lot of points. I would follow up on Ole Miss.
I'm with you, Marsh. What do you think?
Man, this week is going to come up all Dogs, man. I'm looking right now. As we're talking, we got our old QB, Carson Beck, losing by 3 points to the Louisville Cards. So, yeah, I think
is that game over?
They have 3 minutes left. They're looking at 3rd and 8 on their own 17, down 3.
Wow.
So we'll keep you updated on that one. But
I think Louisville was getting like 10.5 points in this game.
Yeah, I bought them up to 14.5. So very good. I'm very happy on that spread. Paired that with the Mariners tonight. So
nice. That's
coming up to be a good Friday. But I think they made our spread where it's at for a reason. I think if there was any game circled ahead of the year, being kind of later in the season, this game's really going to set if we're a playoff team or not. And for how close the games we've had, even between Auburn, it wasn't beautiful, but we just. Besides the Alabama game, I've liked our adjustments, and I've liked just knowing the fact that we have to win these games. And sure, I get your guys' points with the 7.5. We just haven't been covering like that. I think if there is any game where we are motivated and want to do that, it would be this one. So I think that's why it's set there.
I gotta say, my first season as a Georgia fan / supporter, I've had people tell me this, but I've seen it with my own eyes now. Man, we are a second half team, boys, huh?
Yes, we are. Kirby makes the adjustments at halftime, and I don't, they're very well coached at halftime, making adjustments. And do they come out and execute? Let's hope so. But this is going to be a physical game tomorrow down in Athens.
I hope they're scouting Ole Miss better than I am, because I really I know they've been putting up points, whooping up people, but is their wide receiver core that insane? I mean, I really don't know with Ole Miss.
Yeah, I mean they're averaging, I think I read like 358 yards a game, something like that. And if we don't cover in the secondary, if we play like we have been in the secondary, they may eat us up.
They may run up the score and have it. They might be too far ahead.
Right, and can we score with them? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's why I posed the question, because I know our wide receiver core is, a little iffy at times. So
yes,
I'd like to see those improvements.
And again, Gunner's still young.
Yeah.
So
nice, boys. Nice. Very nice.
So was that the game of the week? Did I miss something?
No, that was
That's the game of the week for sure.
Georgia's always the game of the week. Haven't you noticed?
All right. Game of the week. All right.
yeah,
All right. Hey, Phil, thank you so much. You bring a lot of insight. I love the way you are very prepared. I love that. Thank you, sir.
300 people watching live right now on a Friday night at 10:15. Thank you for being with us here on the Built in Buffalo Network.
All right. So listen, I know this show is going to get packed. We are going to move pretty quick. We need to talk predictions for this week, right? We make the picks. We pick against the spread. So let's kind of get into NFL. This is our early slate, okay? We got a London game, 9:30 a.m. You guys all
there's
know
a game
how
every week to overseas now, huh? Is that what's going on? Every week there's a game.
I think this is the last one.
Yes.
Thank God.
Yep.
I'm annoyed.
And I will tell you this. I went to the Jags-Bills game in
I was
London.
supposed to go to that one with you, I remember.
They love football. I mean, it is great. I mean, it's funny. We sat next to some professional rugby players, some soccer players. They love sports. They might not know the ins and outs of football. I mean, it was awesome to see these guys, cheering for the Bills. And I mean, I know I told you guys when we did this show last year, there was more Bills fans there than there are Bills fans in some away stadiums in the NFL, right? They traveled really well. And the guys next to me were rooting. And then they're like, hey, was that good for us? And I'm like, yeah.
I like the overseas game where you just have like all the generic, just like random old and like player jerseys that are not relevant to the game.
Oh, dude.
So classic.
That's the thing about them, the fans in Europe, is that they are football fans. It doesn't matter what team it is. Yes, we saw Mahomes jerseys. I saw Kenny Stabler jersey. I'm trying to remember, dude. Old Charles Mann Redskin jerseys. And then it's funny, you see Messi jerseys and soccer jerseys, and then they're wearing Rajon Rondo jerseys.
Right. Wear your jersey. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. When American football comes over, they'll wear anything sports related. I mean, it was
as long
awesome.
as it's American, NBA, whatever.
Yes.
They do that here. Sean and I saw a Carolina Panther at the.
That's right.
At the Bills Falcons game this weekend.
Yeah.
We walked past her she's at the wrong stadium, I think.
Yeah, there's a guy I see on TikTok who walks around to those people now. He'll go to his home team, and anyone who's wearing a jersey that's not of those two teams, he walks up, he goes, wrong game. Just puts the camera right in their face.
He's like, do you know who's playing? Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just happy to be here.
So All right. Anything stand out to you in these early games? I know the Bills and the Ravens are on bye. That's good. We talked about those two teams. I mean, what stands out to you here?
Eagles game looks interesting to me.
Eagles. Are we surprised? Are they coming back -1.5? I mean, is Minnesota the road dog?
Carson Wentz.
I don't know.
Revenge game.
I feel like the Eagles. That's really like they're. It's reflective of the way they played the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, and if this is if they were playing like they normally are, they're on the road up probably a 4 or 5 point favorite.
Yeah.
But they've been playing terrible. So,
I mean, to me, the fact that going into the season, I did not think the Chicago Bears would be favored over anybody by 4.5. So maybe I know New Orleans is a scrappy team. I mean, maybe they're not giving enough respect to New Orleans. I think that Browns-Dolphins game is going to be a snooze fest. Carolina Jets, snooze fest. KC, I mean, that spread's pretty large, but I could see them winning by 17.
They could smoke them, but it's a division game. So, you know.
27-10, 35-10. I mean,
the Raiders, the Raiders specifically in that matchup, if you go back, the Raiders have beaten the Chiefs a good amount of times in the last couple of years, randomly.
Did you pick the Raiders?
I don't remember.
I'll tell you in a minute. Hold on.
I might have.
So a game that stands out to me, obviously, whoever would think that the Pats would be giving 7.5 on the road to anybody 3 weeks ago, right? Just the turnaround. I mean, is Tennessee as bad?
Tennessee's the worst team in the league, I think, at this point.
Are they?
I think so.
Are they worse than the Jets?
Those are your two teams in the running, I think, at this point.
Are they worse than the Dolphins?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
Saints are competent somewhat.
That Chargers-Jaguars game, I think, is going to be a great game.
Yeah, I do like that game a lot, too.
I like that game a lot.
The Rams?
Rams, I'm sorry, yeah.
It's only
I don't know why. I can see that being a high-scoring game, that game. The Rams-Jags. I can see that being like high 50 points. I don't know why. It's a gut feeling.
All right. Well, listen, let's go to the late slate here. Giants, 7.5. I mean, listen, I do like Jackson Dart. I know Evan is fading him. I know he doesn't think that he's going to bounce upwards. He's going to bounce down. I mean, that Colts game to me is very intriguing. You know, they both kind of started out hot and a little bit of fall. You know, Colts lost the game. The Chargers haven't looked great. That's a pretty good game. I could have seen the Colts favored there, or I don't know. I mean, it's 2.5 too much. I mean, I think the Colts are going to score probably 30. You know?
The Colts, it's a matter of time before the NFL audience at large is going to start taking them seriously. Like, it's getting there. It's not quite all there.
Percentage-wise, they are.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Evan, tell the people what you told me earlier.
Yeah, I think just with a matchup like that where it's that close and a 2.5 spread, I look at if you're a road dog, there has to be a certain limit. There has to be a limit in between the spread and the money line of where people are putting their money, and everything is going the Colts' way for this game. When you look at the later slates, you only got four games before the final one. You know, there's only going to be a couple underdogs, unless it's a rare occasion. But I just think the Cowboys have just as good of a shot. And look, I mean, it's a closer spread between them and the Redskins. And then you also got the Giants are kind of on a hot streak. So I can't look at it and say with the percentages that this is a give me game for the Colts at all. And I think the Chargers the Chargers are one of those teams who don't really have a home advantage either with their fans. Right. I think a lot of teams come in there and kind of flood their stadium, but it'll be a good test for the Colts. I've been riding. I've had Daniel Jones since week 1. I picked him up. I loved how they've been looking. I just think it's kind of a letdown spot with all the people placing money on them.
Sure.
And the way the NFL is going, I mean, this is a game that the Chargers could just blow them out, you know.
Yep. McConkey's coming back strong. He's had 2 good weeks now, I think.
Quentin Johnson's healthy.
Yep. There's another big plus. Hampton's not back, though, right?
No.
No, yeah. So that's the only
No.
question mark is really if they can keep their run game going. But
So Packers, we're not surprised. -6.5. The Cardinals are injured a little bit. They're kind of struggling. That Sunday night game to me, I know Evan and I, we talked about this one. He sees another letdown on a big game. Do we think that the injured 49ers are going to put something together, or is that defense going to make the 49ers look sillier than they made the Bills?
That'd be hard to do, but
You're saying that the 49ers offense is as good as the Bills? Hold on. What are you saying?
I'm saying as you look at the picks, I picked Mr. ATL Phil. I picked the Falcons here, but
Yeah.
the 49ers, their coordinator is
Oh,
definitely better than the Bills.
yeah.
Oh, here we
I
go.
agree with
Colts will be exposed this week. So hold on, Beer Belly. I think when you're exposing a team, they've been winning smoky mirror backroom shit.
Yeah,
I think the Colts have been
Bills
punching
beating
people
shitty
in the
teams earlier
face.
this season. That's what
I think the Colts have been punching people in the face. I don't know if there's no.
the Colts. Listen,
I don't know
the
if I
Colts
agree with
play a physical brand of football. They're great on defense. They have a great offensive line. They're good on special teams, and they're running the shit out of the ball. You can win 90% of your games that way.
And they got Michael Pittman.
Yeah.
Don't forget, Michael Pittman's a very good receiver.
I'm in no way expecting the Chargers to come out and just obliterate the Colts. I'm not saying that at all. I mean, the spread's where it's at for a field goal. I think the Chargers are just good enough to keep it close and hopefully pull out a home win for once. You know.
Yeah. Not a lot of love for my boy Daniel Jones, just because he went to Duke. All right, I know it's not a crazy football
Dookie.
school, but
Yeah.
I'm a homer.
A lot
All
of
right,
Colts.
listen.
There you go.
And I do love Monday Night Football.
Oh,
2 games.
Yeah.
Two
Fuck it.
games.
I wish the
7.
NFL would quit doing that. 2 games
You
on
don't
one
like
night.
it?
Kill me.
Come on.
No.
I don't know because you want to know why? I agree with Phil. They put the start times so close together. Like it'd be
They-
fine if it was like 7 and 10, but it's like
That's what it
7
is.
and
Do you
8.
read the screen?
Oh, is it? Well, they haven't been doing that every time.
Yeah, they haven't been doing it.
They
this
haven't
way.
been doing that, Boston. Like,
No.
shut your mouth.
I know.
No.
That's why I put the times on.
I just
Oh,
it's annoying
boys,
to have
we
2
got an
games in like the
update.
same slot. What do we got?
Oh, what do you
Let's
got?
see if it'll pop up here. Game.
Uh-oh.
It's not going to show,
Da-na-na.
but Miami
Da-na-na.
lost
They did.
Miami lost.
Okay.
24-21. Louisville.
Wow.
Wow, upset.
What a
Well,
shock.
I can tell that our fan base has no love for the Colts, which is okay.
Yeah,
I
everyone's
mean,
on the Colts. I like when
Well,
people comment. Keep commenting, everybody.
do,
Comment.
yeah.
You see that we play your comments. If it's a good take, we'll put it on here.
there you
I
go.
like the Colts.
Colts
I
have
like-
played
I do
and
too.
beaten teams with combined poor record, not impressive. I get you.
And it's the same thing like the Steelers. The Steelers just had a letdown game yesterday because
Right.
they're 4-1. They beaten kind of crappy teams, and then you play another crappy team, but they can pass well, and then you
Right.
get exposed a little bit. I think that's what he means.
Yeah.
Cats Nation in the building. Okay.
Nice. All right. Well, listen, this is the time that we are going to put our big boy pants on and put our money where our mouths are. And we, like I said, we always put up the
Ooh.
picks. So this week I thought it would be kind of funny and awesome to have discussions with people of why they're picking. So I did copy the NFL Network, the Lone Wolf. We have a couple
the
Lone
copyright.
Wolves on page 1 in the early games. Now, we have a clean sweep on the Browns. We have a clean sweep on the Chiefs, and we have a clean sweep on the Panthers. Now, Moneyball Marsh. I don't want to call you out, and you didn't know I was doing this. I'm sorry.
I'm the only one with the lone wolf.
In the early games, yes.
I got one too, don't worry.
You need to justify Jags, Titans, and Vikings. You have 10 seconds.
Hey, easy, man. No, I like the Jags. I think they play well. I think there are a lot of fans of the Jaguars overseas. That's typically what I've seen every time. I mean,
You're right.
they're also
They've got a
team
lot
that-
of they got a lot of games over the
Yeah,
years.
they
Yeah, they
play.
do.
I'd say more
Overall.
than 60% of teams do
Yeah.
going overseas. They get booked there a lot, but
They're comfy.
Yeah.
I think they're also in a good bounce back spot. Playing a tough team last week. They also had a great win against the Chiefs the week before that. I think the Rams without Puka, it'll be a little bit harder for them to move the ball. I think the Jags can take advantage of that. Their defense has also been pretty astounding, taking the ball away and giving their offense great field position, even on punt returns. I just see it as a sneaky win, and I think being an early dog, I really don't hate the spot for him. Not at all. And then you go to the Patriots-Titans game. Obviously, it's hard to want to back the Titans. This is purely an analytical point for me. I think with the Titans at home, I think Cam Ward still slings the ball like crazy. It's never shocking to me when they can actually piece together with Ridley and even get Pollard some, passing looks. I think it's not that hard for them to go down the field and cover a tutty. I really don't. Their defense just needs to keep them in it. That's all it is, slowing down the Patriots. And I think it'll be an under game for sure. Looking at the Eagles-Vikings, another game where, you scratch your head if the Eagles don't win this one, but I just think that's how the NFL's gone this year. Any team that should be winning is not winning. And I think the Eagles have definitely taken a step back in the right approach. I think the Vikings have a great run defense, and if they can't get Saquon Barkley going, you see what's happening on their offense. It's really not putting up 30-plus points like they used to. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
be a get-back game for Carson Wentz against the Eagles, too.
Yeah.
True.
Right. Exactly.
All right, Evan, you got to give us the lone wolf howl on the screen, please.
Ooh, go dogs.
Ah.
That's all I'm doing. Any barking coming out of my mouth is for that game.
All right, let's see. Do we have any lone wolves in the late games? Let's see. It's like a slot machine. Here we go.
It is like a slot machine.
Okay, Moneyball Marsh again. Okay, let's see. So you are the only one who's taking the Chargers and the Cardinals. What do you know about those two teams?
Cardinals is like the Titans, man. They get no respect betting wise. I think they're under 30% on the spread, under 5% on the money line. It's going to be one of those games where people get no value on the money line for those teams, but they can't cover this because of this. It's certain things like that. And I think Bam Knight has been surprisingly pretty steady, just as good as James Conner, in my opinion. I think it'll be really depending on if Kyler Murray's healthy, but then again, is Kyler Murray a hero that can do just as well as the backup? I can't necessarily say so. So I think, I like him at home to cover. I don't think it's that much to ask, really. Same thing with the Titans. And then the Chargers game, another team at home getting disrespected on the percentages. It's only a field goal. I think they do have some pieces that are kind of clicking back, and they've already had those big upset losses to where now let's win one that we should win against a tough team and prove that we can actually keep up with those teams.
All right. Well, Marcus isn't with us yet. If he can make it, we will grill him on his Tampa Bay pick with all the injuries. He's going with the Bucs lone wolf style. But my man SV the Don showing up with a
Yeah.
What do you like about the Redskins?
I love the Redskins. I don't like the Commanders. I love the Redskins, man. No, listen, Jaden Daniels is back. He's been a little banged up the last couple of weeks. He seems to be back. They've ruled Terry McLaurin out, which I picked this game ahead of that, so that doesn't make me feel great. But I just, still though, it's not quite me chanting my pick on the Detroit game like we did last night. I don't know.
I gave you Detroit.
No, I know that. I'm saying it's not.
Okay.
It's not. I mean, I'm not going to change my pick on this one. I'm just not overly impressed with Dallas. I think their defense is pretty suspect. I think they're still up without CeeDee Lamb, I believe, right? Javonte, he's been an aberration. I love Javonte Williams, and their offensive line is pretty good. They could run the ball, but I don't really see them with an explosive type of offense where they can, quick strike necessarily. So they're going to try to ball control. I think the Commanders, they can still throw it. They can still run. And I just think with Jaden Daniels being back healthy, I think they need this game. A team that we all thought had high hopes for, potentially as a contender in the NFC. This is a game, if they're going to be that team, they need to win this game. So,
yeah, I agree. I just see them putting 40 up on Green Bay. I think they're going to score on Washington. I don't think it's going to be a 12-10 game.
Well, they're getting points, right? Commanders or Redskins are getting points.
It's 1.5. I mean, it's at home. It's almost a toss-up. I mean,
Yeah.
Dallas is at
It's
home.
legit. Dallas is at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to point out, like I would have told you guys had we done the show last week. The week before that, week 5 was very heavy underdog based. Like I think we had actually done a show for week 5, and I was predicting 1 or 2 underdogs in the late slate, and every single one ended up hitting. So
Yeah.
I just kind of look at it week to week. Like statistically, things have to even out over time. So I would have told you to lean a lot more favorites last week. I think there was only 3 underdogs that won last week outright, and one of them was on the Monday night game. So then you look at this week. Oh, we already had a Thursday plus 200 team win. Look for the favorites for this week. I mean, it's just following trends and getting any little edge you can in the NFL. And the underdogs have still been hitting at a pretty consistent rate. I think it's time for some of those home favorites to kind of kick it up a notch and even out the total record. So
Nice.
just some other statistics for you guys.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're pretty split on everything else. I mean, a couple Denver, a couple New York. Other than a couple San Fran's, a couple Atlanta. I mean, we're pretty spread out there. I mean, I want to see the Seahawks win. I need Smith and Jigba to score about 40 points this week. The Steelers D did not set me up well, -4. Thank you, Joe Flacco, but I digress. So, I mean, anything stand out here to you, ATL Phil? I know you joined our show a little bit late, and we're keeping the integrity of our picks going, but anything stand out to you here?
The biggest game is that Tampa-Detroit game. I mean, I'm with Sean. I like Tampa, or the hybrid. I like Tampa in this game.
They're just I picked them too, Phil, not for nothing, but they're so banged up this week. Like their entire receiving core is hurt, and Bucky Irvin's hurt.
But I mean, look at they're a plug and play team.
They are. They are.
Next man up, and Baker's playing out of his mind right now. Taking nothing away from the Lions by any means, but Tampa, I would like, even though they are in our division, I don't mind Baker Mayfield. I think he's a stand-up guy, great quarterback. I'd like to see him pull this game out.
I just think comparison-wise, both of these teams have the same identity of like, we're going to bully you with the ball. We're going to, no matter what, we'll go for it on fourth. We don't care. We're going to play our style of football. And it just is the odds for me of where they set this game. Yeah, I think all those injuries, like Sean said, will catch up to him a little bit. And with how much people love the Baker story and everything, I mean, the inflation on their money line, if they win this game just up outright, it would be one of the biggest percentage. Like they would almost be paying out 70% at like a above plus 200 rate, which I've never seen.
Do that.
Yeah. So if they do that this week, that is against everything I've been studying in the NFL for 2 years. So I would love to see it. Don't get me wrong.
Another game that stands out is the Denver Giants game. I mean,
we're split on that one, 2-2.
Yeah, you guys are split there. What is the
Giants are getting 6.5.
What does Jackson Dart do? What does Scatterboo? I mean,
my guy
is a beast.
Yeah,
he is a beast.
I'm taking the points. 7.5.
Mike and I got the points.
Yeah, Denver's got a great defense. Can they slow Jackson Dart and Scatterboo down? I mean, the Eagles sure didn't.
Hey, Wan'Dale Robinson's looking good.
Yeah,
I mean, those are neighbors who, right? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm hurt.
Yeah.
Phil,
I think those two games.
Ask about. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's it. Those are just the two big games for me: the Detroit, Tampa, and Denver, New York.
What about your boys here? I want to hear because we're also split.
Yeah, the Falcons, man.
What do you think about them as they follow up a big win?
Look, I hope so. I hope they show the same intensity. It's a long trip out to San Fran. Kyle Shanahan knows our guys. He's very familiar with Atlanta, as you guys know. If they play the way they did against Buffalo, I mean, they can beat anybody. San Fran's banged up, so I mean, I like the Falcons in this game.
All
Yeah,
right. Well, listen, picks and predictions would be nothing without our boy, Billy, the gun-slinging kid. And although he couldn't make it today, I believe he has phoned in or emailed in picks. Sean, did he give us some underdogs?
He did give us some underdogs.
Let me see if he emailed me. Hold on. I'll see if I can
Okay.
get it up here. Hold on.
Okay.
Let's see. Billy the Kid. Oh, he had some upset
alert.
Look at this. Powered by Fanatic Sportsbook. He's
Plus
got us
740.
3 upsets. You want to go through this one, Sean?
Yeah, so all 3 of these games, I mean, they're nothing too crazy. Nice little 3-leg parlay. You got the Vikings plus 110, so just very slight underdogs. You had the Colts plus 110 as well. And then you had the Cowboys. But I believe now Commanders have become the underdog in this game, as we just talked about.
I think when I ran
At the
those numbers, I think it changed. Dallas was only getting a half or something. It changed. Yeah.
So I mean, so technically, according to this, Cowboys are not the underdog in this game. But he did actually phone me in, and one more. He said for me to, or he wanted to give a little bit more risque of a pick, something that he felt could pay. I mean, those 3 together pay 741. That's pretty darn good. But let me just go back into my text messages because he sent me his a little bit more of a sneaky pick. Oh, I'm silly. It's the Falcons. Falcons money line.
Hey.
Oh, you know what? We talked about that.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
The Road Warriors. These guys are on the road and gonna win outright. New York and Atlanta. Billy the Kid.
Plus 260 and plus 110 at plus 698 for a little 2-teamer.
That's
Love
not
that.
bad.
That pays.
That's not
That's
bad at all.
I could see the Giants winning that game too. I can.
Yeah.
It's gonna be close.
Now, if you bet them separate, right? Obviously, your 100 turns into 280, your 100 turns into 210, 110. But combining them, wow, plus 698.
I'll throw a little light bag on that. $50. $50 pays what, like 300 something?
350.
Half of that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, 350.
Yep.
So
again, powered by Fanatics. Thank you very much. We love using your sports book for this. And listen, another thing that we never do, and this is something brand new, and I know my friend that we're going to kind of talk about right now couldn't be here with us live. He will be with us live coming up. But I've got another, and I call him a degenerate gambler. He'll probably call himself a degenerate gambler.
it's okay.
His name is Carl, but I call him the Fade King. Okay, you can see him right there.
He's just like him.
Carl the Fade King, because Carl does a ton of gambling, a ton of fantasy daily. He was nice enough to put together a couple for us. I don't know. These are some small grabs here. I'll kind of go through them real quick. But he is stacking, and I know his thing is stacking, and he's going to give you his thoughts. And I told him, I said, we want to know why. Don't just give us the picks, teach us, because a lot of people are either onto this or not onto this. They get their fantasy and they just roll with their team, but they don't realize that they can play a different lineup every week. They can play 5 lineups a week. I mean, this one here, I think these are the Sunday million. I think the winner of this is $1 million. It's $20 in each. Here's a couple lineups that he shared with us. The first one, he's stacking the Bears. He's got a Dunze and Caleb Williams. Guys in there that I love. Obviously, his biggest cost there is Jonathan Taylor. George Pickens, sneaky play. I love George Pickens this week.
Yeah, he's been coming on.
Nothing else crazy. Vikings D. And then the second one here, I like. He's a stacker. Dak Prescott and George Pickens. He keeps a Dunze, Jordan Addison. He's got Javante, we talked about. He's got Jordan Mason. I mean, see, the problem with these leagues is that you can't spend top dollar on everybody.
No.
Right? So you got to kind of see where you're at and who's your captain and who's going to get the little bump in the points. So listen, if you guys are interested in daily fantasy sports, the Fade King will be around. This is powered by DraftKings. I know that he has been close. I know he's played a couple $1,000 entries, and he's been on the leaderboard going into the last game. So whatever he's doing is the right thing. And I would just say, listen, I think that there's usually one game that if you pick the 4 or 5 players from that game, that stack is going to win you. Teams put up 40, you get a good receiver quarterback combo, and then you get the running back, say, from the other team, or I know he does not like to put his defense out there against obviously the players in his team.
Right.
Like I said, we'll let him get a little bit more into the whys about it, but for right now, these are the who's. I can send these out too. We can Facebook these or stick these on the page if you can't see these. I know it's a lot of info there. It's a small little graphic there.
I'm really enjoying the Fade King. Carl looks like he's a guy character on King of the Hill, doesn't he? He really does. The Fade King.
Listen, Carl's a real estate and appraiser by day. He's a professional. Yeah. Okay,
he's real buttoned up in that
business card. I made his avatar from a business card, okay?
That's hilarious.
My only question is, who is M. Evans, a tight end on Carolina?
He must have been really low on.
I was going to say, I've never heard of that guy in my life.
That's his flex, too.
Oh, my God. That guy's going to score a touchdown, and he's going to win everything.
I know. I'm going to shout it out now. Let's see what the odds are for him to get in the end zone.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, what's his anytime touchdown?
Oh, my gosh. See if he's even listed. Here he is, Mitchell Evans plus 2,000 anytime tutty.
Wow. What is he there? He's a blocking tight end?
I had to scroll for a year to find his name.
Oh my God.
All right. There's a method to the madness.
You never know. $5, get $1,000 on his tutty.
Got a little hit.
I love it. And listen, I know, Sean, you've been begging. And listen, Sean, I know that you're a very good baseball bettor. You're very good. You're a very, very good football bettor. But I do know you are the best hockey bettor that I know. So I would be remiss with the Sabres starting the season to not throw in a hockey segment. The ice is hot.
I've been waiting.
Take
for
it
this.
away, Sean. Take it away.
Well. So, not to toot my own horn, but I have been. If you're a regular viewer of the show, I've been hyping myself up and basically self-promotion, in that hockey is my best sport. And you've seen me this year. Currently leading the league in spread picks. But like I said, my best sport, my number one sport, is definitely NHL. The season got underway last week, and I want to give you guys some picks for this weekend. It's a good time. I don't want to start right out of the gate because, as good as I am at picking hockey games, very difficult to pick games until you kind of start to see a little bit of a sample size, at least, about new players that have changed teams. Hockey's interesting game. Like, for instance, the Sabres started 0-3, and then they finally came out and broke through a wall and scored 8 goals last game. So you're starting to see about a week into the season, in the second week of the season, who new players, how they're fitting on into their different roles, and I feel confident to give some picks for this week. So I'm going to give those out, a bunch of picks on Saturday, and then also a pick on Sunday as well. But I also want to let you know, ongoing, we are going to be putting up daily hockey picks. Again, my specialty, on our social, on The Line is Hot, and my handle, which is at SV the Don NHL, on both Twitter and my Instagram. So tune in every day for those picks. definitely win some money. I really had it about almost a 70% winning percentage last year for hockey. So let's start off with Saturday. I have a couple picks for you, in not any particular order, but I am going to save one for last. It's my strongest play. I like Winnipeg money line on Saturday. I like the Toronto Maple Leafs money line on Saturday. I like the Wild, who are about an even pick. They're about even money. I like them to play on the road money line. I like the Dallas Stars money line. And the late game on Saturday, I like Vegas money line. That's a 10 o'clock game against Calgary. And then two kind of sub bets that I feel the strongest about. In the Dallas and St. Louis game, which was St. Louis Blues, I like the under over is at 6. I'm going to buy that down a half a goal, and we're going to take with confidence over 5.5 goals in that game. Again, the Stars and the Blues. And my number one pick of Saturday is going to be Toronto's team total. We're going to go over 2.5 goals. Toronto is a high-scoring team. Yes, they're without Mitch Marner this season, but in their head-to-head matchup, they've scored 3 or more goals in like 10 straight games, head-to-head against their opponent. So like Toronto money line, but also really like them to score over 2.5. And then Sunday, just one pick. It's kind of a light day on the slate there. We are going to go Vancouver and Washington, the Capitals. Let's say I believe it's a 12:30 matinee on Sunday. I love the under in this game. Chances are, I believe it's going to be 6. The line is not out quite yet for that game because it's only Friday at the time of this recording. But my gut is that it's going to be 6. Is going to be the under over. I like to play this up to 6.5 and go under. 3 or 4 of the last times these guys have played head to head, it's been like a 4-goal game, 3-1, 2-1. Check for yourself. So again, under 6.5, buy that goal in the Capitals Canucks game on Sunday at the matinee. And again, real quick for your Saturday games, Winnipeg money line, Maple Leafs money line, Wild money line, Stars money line, Vegas money line in the late game. Buy a half a goal down and go over in the Stars Blues. And then again, biggest bet, number one pick of the week, or on Saturday at least, Toronto Maple Leafs team total over 2.5. And we'll track all those picks all season for you. And my goal is to get you to at least 70%, if not better, on all my picks this year. So stay tuned.
Wow.
You are the man with NHL. I will not lie.
Yes, you are.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm glad it's back, dude.
Me too. I think football.
I think for Saturday, I'm looking. Would you agree? Do you like Montreal over the Rangers?
That's an interesting game. I stayed away to bet on that game, but I do like Montreal, I think, to win that game. Yeah, I think it's going to be close. The Rangers seem to be down this year, and they have a bunch of injuries. They just lost, I believe it was Mika Zibanejad, or no, one of their top line players is either him or it was Trocheck. I think it's Trocheck, top line winger. He's out. They're already struggling to score goals. They're a very defensive minded team, so they'll lose him. One of their best.
They got rid of Kreider too, right?
The Kreider is gone. I believe he's out west now. He's on Anaheim, I want to say. He changed teams. Yeah. Montreal's young, scrappy. They have Slavkovsky. They have Cole Caulfield, Mike's boy. Montreal's best goal scorer. Yeah, man. So, yeah, I do. I like it. I didn't give it as a pick, but I do like the Canadians to win. Yeah.
Gotcha. Needed your opinion on that one because I'm riding Canadians. 3 losses in a row for the Rangers. I'm going to take that spot.
Yeah, man. I think, it's probably decent odds because the Canadians aren't some like juggernaut. So, yeah, it's a good value to bet them.
Was it the Dolphins are playing?
Yeah. Obligatory Dolphin. I was going to hit it earlier. I'm glad you got it in.
Can the Sabres beat the Panthers too, man? I would love to see it.
So we have matinee, first game on the slate. I'll tell you what. I think they have a chance to do it. The Panthers started the season. They have a decent record. I think they're 500. They're without their 2 best players. They're without both their captain, Alex Barkov, for the year, who basically blew his knee out in the preseason. And they're also without their second best player, Matthew Tkachuk. Yes, they still have Sam Reinhart leading their offensive punch, but the Sabres are going to come in. They have a lot of confidence after putting up 8 goals in the last game. They finally kind of broke through and played their best game of this early season in 4 games. So I don't think they're going to back down. I think that's a game that they might not win, but I definitely take the Sabres. The Sabres are a very slight underdog. I think last I checked, they were about plus 118. So against the Panthers in the normal circumstances, the Sabres are probably plus 180, plus 200. So I could see the Sabres winning this game. And, plus 1.5. I could see it happening. Maybe you get burned at the end if the Panthers are up and hit the empty netter to lose by 2. But yeah, the Sabres can win that game and give you some value at plus like 120 or so. So keep paying attention as it's close to puck drop to see how the line is moving. But I think just most fans are going to obviously bet the Panthers. So if the line continues to kind of work in your favor for betting the Sabres, throw a bet on them, man. You're going to get a nice payout.
Agreed.
Well, I would, like I said, I've been remiss if I didn't give you the opportunity to shine in your hockey role. Thank you for that. Would you like to plug your other hockey outlets?
Yeah. So those that may not regularly watch the show, or maybe this is their first time tuning in, a couple things I actually want to plug. I do cover the Sabres as a beat reporter, officially in an official capacity for WUFO Radio, which is in Buffalo. I do that job, remotely from here in Atlanta. But I will be on the road quite a few times throughout the season, mainly attending away games for the Sabres. Not so much at home. We have someone that's going to likely, someone in town that's going to kind of handle that role, but I will be the road guy. So if you're listening to like the Sabres post-game show and you hear a familiar voice asking the players or Lindy Ruff questions, it's a good chance that it's me. And then also you can check out our sister show, which is Step Brother Sports, over on the Bills Mafia Network. And a couple other kind of quick notes before we kind of start to wrap up here. Thanks everybody for the 320 people watching live right now. You guys are awesome. Definitely hit us with any questions you may have. We'll do some quick Q&A at the end. But 2 quick things as we kind of start to ramp down here for tonight's episode. It'll be interesting. A couple new things. ATL Phil and I had an opportunity to go to a kind of like a private cigar party the night before the Bills game. And we had the pleasure of meeting up with the radio station people up in Buffalo. And there may be an opportunity for us to do some recording and utilize. They have an amazing podcast studio. We saw pictures of it. So we may do some future episodes from the radio station, and it's close to downtown Atlanta. So you may see us with a different backdrop, instead of just doing it at a regular spot from home. Shout out to Ms. Sheila, president of WUFO. Obviously, she's Buffalo, was an amazing host and has invited us to kind of utilize the space. So obviously with Phil and I being local, and actually Moneyball is somewhat local too, in Athens. You may see us a pop-up event or something over there, either periodically or maybe just like a once in a while type of thing. But so that's kind of a cool new thing we have going on. And also there are some rumors percolating that there could be a deal in the works. They can't really talk too much about it because it's not solidified, but it could entail us acquiring another former NFL player, an offensive guy, to pair with Mr. Hybrid, Marcus Dowden, as their defensive guy. There's been some talks about a potential merging of another show and kind of doing a pretty cool fantasy football and sports betting masterclass of a show. So stay tuned to that. Details will follow. Obviously, with those type of deals, that they don't come together quickly. So that's something that we're looking to maybe bring together in the next couple of weeks, the next month, whatever it will be. Obviously, you guys will be the first ones to know about it. And then, last but not least, I did tease this earlier. I have a little bit of a juicy nugget that I wanted to drop for anybody who stayed on. 325 people right now. You stayed on. You made it this far. I have a little bit of an inside source. Happened to be actually Phil was there too, so Phil knows. We happened to be on the way home from the Bills game the other night, and happened to overhear a direct conversation between someone that we're very close with and an agent for a current Buffalo Bills receiver, who apparently is not too happy with his role, his current role on the team. I don't know if anybody wants to guess who it might be in the comments. Go ahead. I can tell you it's a young receiver on the team, a highly touted player who apparently, according to his agent, out of his own mouth, he is not really happy with the way he's being utilized and is hoping for more. And there's already rumors, according to his agent and the player, that they do not plan on re-signing here in Buffalo already.
It's gotta be Keon.
Well, I can't officially say who it is, but your guess is as good as anybody's, Paul.
Hold on.
It's my guess. It's the only young guy I can think of who would be not really liking his role. I mean, he's still been worked in though, I think, towards the red zone and things. He just,
All right, here's my guess.
Here's your guess. What's that? Oh, he's got the blue prism. Okay. Shout out to Summit Sports Cards. Yeah.
Somebody asked me actually if it was an optic. What was that? Because we did talk about this earlier, and I glossed over this comic because I didn't want to kill it here because I knew where you were going with it. But somebody asked me if I had.
I did see it. I saw optic. Yeah.
Shimmer and like. Who knows football card? That's amazing. Who was that? I want to talk to that guy.
Who do I got here? Do I got anybody for the boys here? Let me see if I got anything good.
Did he? Oh, right here. Here you go. Right here. My man, Scott Sanishin. Scott Sanishin. Not the blue
Sandikin?
Mojo optic. No. Mine is only numbered to 149, but it is from one of my favorite sets of Prism Deca. This is a blue color match. Keon Coleman, rookie, Prism, up for sale. Summit Sports Cards, Buffalo, come get it.
I can't even show you what I'm holding up right now because my green screen's jacking up. But this would be I got two here. I got a Trey Benson and a Marvin rookie jersey patch.
Oh, there you go.
Matching the select. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Nice. Well, listen, it's funny. I did hear you mention Marcus. The hybrid. Now, listen, Marcus wasn't able to be with us tonight. Unfortunately, still very, very important part of the show. He sent his picks in. We send him our best. But does anybody remember, and this is going back, I don't know, a couple weeks, right? Who bet something on the Patriots-Bills game? Marsh, do you remember that?
I remember.
That would be me and you taking the Pats spread.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
And I had their money line.
And yes, exactly. We took Pats, and my man Marcus took.
I did too.
You did? Oh, okay. Yeah. So I do want to report that the integrity of Mr. Dowden is intact, okay?
Right. Yeah.
Because he was gracious
beyond reproach.
Yes. He said, Boston Mike, I can't make it to the show tonight, but you are such an upstanding gentleman, and your Patriots played so well that I owe you 100 push-ups. Now, I said, holy shit, I don't think I could do 100 push-ups, and I know I couldn't do 100 push-ups.
I can do it. I can do it in sets, but
I am going to, drum roll please, we are going to show the hybrid playing his debt. Here we go. So I hope everybody enjoys it. This is a true gentleman, a scholar. Here we go.
This is for the Summit Sports Live crew, the gang, for my loss, 100 push-ups. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes,
Was that
sir.
98? Maybe I don't
That
know.
was good, man.
I'm going to give
for
him
him.
the benefit of all the doubts. My man Marcus, thank you, sir. We will be providing live footage, hopefully, of Sean.
Awesome. Yes. Yeah, of
Also
course.
paying
Of
off
course.
his debt to society.
Of course, without a doubt.
Um,
I'm a man of my
thank
word.
you.
Of course. And Marcus set the bar high. I got to make a cooler video than that. It's going to be hard, but I'll try.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Marcus came with it. And I'll tell you, he grunted and he listen, in the Army, if you
He
can't
did
do
sets
all
of
your
50,
push-ups,
right? That's what he did.
you keep your hands on the ground,
Yeah.
you put your
That's like
butt in the
planking.
air,
You can
and
do
then
that.
you keep going. So, Marcus, hats off to you. We will give you a round of applause. I think you definitely earned it there. 100 push-ups is not easy, folks.
Stop hitting it. I was trying to hit it.
Oh, you can hit it. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
There.
Would never have had to do the push-ups if you tailed the analytics. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Or you were a homer like me.
Or if the Bills didn't just suck and have terrible.
Oh, come on. I thought we
What?
were over
What?
that.
Oh,
Yeah, we went over that they had bad coordinators. Yes, this is true.
Oh, okay.
It is what it
they do
is.
have bad coordinators.
They do.
Hey, we got to do like a sign off like you did at the Cornizer. Hey, give a quick shout out to my boys, UVA, looking like a real contender, maybe doing something this year. Shout out.
Shout out to I have so much family in Virginia. I love when they lose, but
Hey, I'm a Duke fan. I love when Virginia loses. Oh, hold on. That was
really?
not 100. Listen, I sped it up. I don't know. It was like a minute long. I mean, he I'll tell you, he pushed his ass off. I mean, if it was 99, that's still impressive.
Dude, the guy just had leg surgery. He has like one good
Yeah.
leg.
yeah, if
he's
you
got
beat
one leg.
100, I think you would not doubt that man could do 100
Yeah,
push-ups.
he can play in the NFL right now.
100 for sure.
I listen, Marcus. I didn't say shit, buddy. I don't know. Whoever that guy
Marcus, I
was.
got you, bro. I think it was 100.
All right, put it this way. If Marcus owes us 2, Phil will do the 2 for him right now.
Right.
Yeah,
right,
that's right.
right.
Into my boy. I think he's good.
Calling my name, no hesitation, just celebration, exciting. Raise the stakes, we're living for a hype. Yeah, hit the summit, best life, watch you
Great
grow.
show. Great show tonight.
This
Great
is the
show
life
tonight.
we chose. Let the states flow. Yo, step up, place best, this moment's ours. Summit up the mountain.